Good afternoon, beautiful people. It is Sunday, March 6th. I'm here live. I'm Cozy Colt, your host, and right next to me is my co-host, Chaz Burke.
What's going on, guys? I'm Chaz Burke. Catch me over live, twitch.tv/Chaz Burke. We got a fun podcast planned for you guys today. We've got our gaming section. We're going to discuss M&K versus controller. We're going to discuss kind of the Russian gamers being banned from certain things. Find that very interesting. Then we're going to jump into sports and start along the same lines with kind of the Russian athletes being banned from things as well. We're going to jump into NBA and March Madness coming up. Then we're going to, of course, finish it off with our sound off segment. But coming up first, our guest interview. This week, we have Coffee Bean Games right here in the flesh.
Let's go, Coffee Bean! Welcome in.
Hello.
How the heck are you?
Oh, I'm doing so well. How are you all?
That's great to hear.
Living the dream. Living the dream.
For lunch. Oh yeah.
Had Olive
Garden? Doing it big. Had some Olive Garden. Yeah, it was nice.
You didn't invite me. All right, whatever. No, it's cool. It's fine.
I mailed you. Maybe like or USPS. I don't know.
Did you send the breadsticks over?
Yeah, breadsticks will be there.
I haven't seen them.
I
haven't seen them. That's all I'm saying.
It's a Sunday. They don't deliver on Sundays. I'm sorry. Maybe tomorrow.
Whatever, man. Whatever. Anyways, Coffee. We'll start with you.
Yes.
So, first of all, let's just talk about how did you get started in gaming? What brought you to video games and to Twitch in general?
What brought me to video games is a very interesting one because I didn't start really picking up like video games until COVID. But like my earliest memories of playing video games was definitely Spy Kids and Pokemon on my Game Boy Advance.
Oh my gosh.
And playing World of Warcraft with my dad. He would have like a whole
Warcraft.
Yeah, that's like as a child.
So I didn't even know that they made a Spy Kids game for anything. Spy Kids was my stuff back in the day.
It was the Spy Kids movie where they went into the game.
Oh, which one was that? That was the third one.
Yeah, I think so.
Spy Kids 3 Game Over, I want to say. I think it came out in 3D. Oh my gosh.
Dude, with Selena Gomez as a child at the very beginning.
Yes, we had Selena Gomez. I think that Sylvester Stallone was in there, I want to say.
Yeah, he was. He was the villain. He was the
creator.
The creator, I believe. They had classic people in there. It was such a good one. But yeah, what kind of brought me back into the gaming world and also streaming was unfortunately Among Us.
Oh no.
I have played like maybe 15 minutes of that game and I loved it. It's electric. Dude, and I don't know why I never got back on. I love it.
It's so much fun when you play with friends because you guys have to figure out how y'all lie. But like my friend, she originally was just starting into streaming and she's like, I need a group of people to play with. And I'm like, I have no one to play with, so might as well relink. And I played with her and her friends and they were the ones who hooked me up with my first PC. And were like, you should definitely start streaming. And so that's kind of what got me into it. So I was mostly playing like Genshin Impact, and Dead by Daylight on my stream.
Okay. So you have just started streaming here relatively recently.
Yeah, I just passed my 1-year anniversary being
That's
affiliate
awesome.
and streaming on Twitch. So it's like, it feels like I just started streaming months ago and not a year.
That's the way it goes.
But you're killing it.
I know.
So I know that you did a charity stream, was it right, for your 1 year?
Yes.
You want to talk about how that went really quickly?
Oh my goodness. I had some big goals planned. So one of the biggest goals, we were raising money for Rise Above the Disorder, which is a nonprofit organization who raise money to help people get connection to mental health care. So those who don't have it. So all the money donated goes towards providing therapy sessions for people. And as someone I'm all about supporting mental health and talking about it and being very open about it. that was something I wanted to go for. But one of the big goals was if I hit $1,500, I would slap the COO of Kryptic in the face of cheese.
Yes.
Shout out Az if she's out there.
Yeah, shout out Az.
Awesome.
Unfortunately, I didn't hit that goal, but I did have people donate enough where I could add cheese ammunition, so I can slap him with cheese in the end. I think 3 slices. We get 3 slices of cheese, and we also get to wax his leg. Yeah.
Yes.
But we managed to raise $905, which is a lot more than I was anticipating. Like,
That's
I
awesome.
didn't hit that goal, but it still makes me feel good that my community came together for such a
Exactly.
big
Yeah.
thing.
$900 is nothing to laugh at. I mean, $900 is insane. And I hope to one day be able to raise. I mean, even half that would be crazy. So, I mean, that's a kudos to you, because I mean, that's awesome. Seriously. And especially for a good cause like that, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So twitch.tv/coffeebean_games, correct?
Yes.
And what day will you be waxing Az's leg and, doing the cheese thing?
I feel like it'd be like the first week of April.
First week of April.
Yes.
Guys, you know where to be.
Oh, we could do it. I don't know what day that is. It might be a Monday, it might be a Wednesday or a Friday.
No idea.
One of those days.
Well, chat, you guys know where to be on the first week of April, twitch.tv/coffeebean_games, because you definitely don't want to miss that. But Coffee, so to the nitty gritty of it, you're here. It's Women's History Month. Talk to us kind of about being a a female streamer, excuse me.
A women
streamer.
A women streamer?
However you want to say it. Guess what? I say it how I want, you say it how you want. Got it?
Yeah.
No, but seriously, a female streamer, kind of how is it being a female streamer? As I obviously can't relate too much, but I do see it from the other side. So talk to us about kind of your experience and kind of the struggles that a lot of females face in the streaming world.
I mean, I can't speak for everyone. I have my own experiences and also intersectionalities, being also a ethnically ambiguous woman on Twitch. But so far from my experience, I've run into really awesome people and other amazing female streamers that are out there. But I'd have to say, like, I've made jokes about this in the past, about getting those cringy DMs that pop in. Like, first few months of streaming, I was just like wearing sweatshirts and hoodies. Like, it's pretty much the same attire I wear. I don't really stray from it. But I get the cringiest DMs.
Oh, yeah.
I get the cringe. And, like, there's other female streamers out there that get the cringiest DMs. None of my guy friends get those.
I can honestly say I have not got them either. And I just gotta say, fellas,
Slide
don't
in.
send the DM.
Oh, you went a different one. Yeah.
No. It's fellas.
Don't send the eggplant. Don't. Nobody wants the eggplant.
You heard it.
emoji.
You heard it. You heard it.
100% true. Nobody wants that at all.
If you were sitting in front of your screen, contemplating sending the DM, don't do it. Just don't.
Don't do it.
It's not funny and it's not cool. Like,
I agree.
It's just not.
Yeah.
But I mean, with that being said, I do see. I think it was like last week or 2 weeks ago on Twitter. I'm big in the Warzone kind of Twitter stuff, wager type stuff. I don't play them, but I like to keep up with them. And there was a big female, a bunch of the guys in the wager scene kind of started talking down to the women in the wager scene, and it was just kind of gross to watch. Like, it wasn't a majority, but there were a select few that it was just like, what are we doing here? We're supposed to be past this. It's 2022, and
exactly.
So I just
it's annoying.
It's like we're supposed to be better than this at this point, and they're still going on. And so that's just kind of what we wanted, and Coffee as well wanted to bring awareness to this week is how is this still happening and what we need to do. I mean, I hope to one day, if I ever see it, I'm sorry, I just want to say, if I ever do see it and I have a big enough following to be able to call someone out and say, hey, stop, like, this is not cool.
Yeah.
And I hope to be that guy but Coffee, go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, like in specific gaming communities, you see it more prevalent and it's just become like a part of it. So like this even goes hand in hand with some like words that get thrown out while gaming. I've tried to correct some people and they're like, oh, it's just like that's what is common in the gaming world.
It is what it is. Yeah, they're not.
Yeah, it is what it is. You can't fix it, but it's just like even just calling out your friends when you see it happening and be like, ayo, or even like, because like there's a few of my close friends where they've posted TikToks where it's kind of like going against women, and I'll message them. I'm like, ayo, like this ain't it. And they're like, oh, but it's just funny and like it doesn't mean anything. I'm like, yeah, but you don't want to promote that.
Right. There's
like,
a way. As a content creator, you kind of have a responsibility to not push that kind of feeling, I guess.
Try to go against the stereotypes, try to break them and everything like that. So yeah, doing something that braces them and encourages it, that definitely is a step back rather than a step forward.
Yeah.
I'm sure women like you definitely would appreciate it if we did kind of go away from that and try to treat women as actual people, not just as like women online, you know, like, oh yeah, you're a girl, so I'm gonna treat you completely different than how I treat the boys or whatever. And
no, like I think I've never run into like the cringe "you're a girl" comment until like one time, and I made a TikTok from it because I thought it was just hilariously cringy. But at the same time, I'm like, these people sounded like kids. They didn't sound like adults.
Exactly. These guys are like probably like early 20s or something like that, like grown men, like they're graduating from high school, probably in college, maybe after college, and they're just acting like a bunch of 13-year-olds, you know, like it's just crazy.
I'm like, have you guys ever like talked with a woman before? Like,
actually,
dude. And this isn't Valorant. Like, there's some people in Valorant where I'm like, have you left the house? have you gone like touch grass? Have you gone to like the supermarket and just like seen a woman? Like,
I love the touch grass comment, by the way. That's like one of my favorites. Go touch grass.
But I haven't touched grass in like 6 days, so I wouldn't know what that's about.
I touched grass yesterday because I tripped and fell while moving when it was into a grass patch. So I mean, technically,
it counts.
Yeah, it counts.
That's one way to do it. It counts. So
there's maybe like a little bit of embarrassment by it, but
it's all right. I'd be lying if I said I'd never tripped into some grass as well. So
who hasn't at this point?
I'm thinking. That's what I'm wondering.
If you've gone your whole life without tripping and falling in some grass, like, have you been wrapped in bubble wrap?
Have you ever been outside? Like, geez, man.
Have you been staying inside this whole entire time?
I wish I was.
I probably should, but that's
Chaz has made a glass. I don't know if you know Chaz, but if he looks at something weird, he breaks his arm. Like it's ridiculous.
A few broken bones here and there, but you know.
Yeah, he broke both his hands.
Both his hands playing
at the same
soccer.
time, but like you know. Anyway,
back to we've made a whole 360.
So, who would you say, you know, as a woman figure in your life, have you looked up to and kind of saying like, hey, this is who I need to embody and really push forward as a woman?
Honestly, like my entire life, I've been surrounded by very strong, independent women, and they've all told me like different types of things to be wary of, or even taught me lessons of how to carry myself as an individual. And later on, I definitely want to have like a tattoo dedicated to all of them. But the one woman I constantly look up to and aspire to be is my mom, because she had me at a young age, single mom. And I was not an easy kid to handle.
You and me both, sister. I was awful.
I got the cops called on her as a kid. And like, it's definitely a struggle, especially being a single mother who's white, raising a daughter that is ethnically ambiguous or looking Black. A lot of times people would ask her where she got me, like adoption wise. But no matter,
that's an off question. That's not the thing I'm thinking when I walk up to a mother. But
did you adopt that baby? But no, like,
oh my goodness.
No matter like what kind of stuff she's gone through, she's always done it with like class, a few times. But she also knows how to stand up for herself, and that's like the biggest thing that I'm still learning, is how to like speak up for myself, how to stand up for myself and speak out, but also do it in a way where it's still classy and I'm still dignified.
Right.
So yeah, she helped me move in. She helped encourage me to pursue the career I'm in. She had my back in college. She's always been there. And it's just like, when I grow up, I definitely want to be as strong as her and like that empowered.
Well, shout out Mama Coffee Bean.
Yeah.
Shout out moms.
Shout out all moms.
All moms.
All moms.
Not just her mom, all moms.
That's awesome though. I kind of in the same boat along the lines of, single mom growing up, not an easy child. And so I definitely kind of can relate in a way. So it's pretty awesome to hear.
Have the absolute chaotic point in life.
I tell you what.
Now you just fled
you
the
haven't
nest.
dropped the chaos? He's like, no.
I heard that you just fled the nest. You left your mom and finally got your own place, right?
I know. I just moved to a new city yesterday.
Hey,
and
congratulations.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Oh
finally
my gosh.
out on your own, doing your own thing.
It feels so weird. And I've been in like an apartment, like my first apartment that is like my own. I've always been with roommates. So this is the first time I don't have any roommates. There's nobody here, really. That's why like my room right now is so bare. Just like, because like
you don't know what to do with all of it.
Honestly, before being on camera, I was like moving things out of the way. There's some boxes. There's
boxes everywhere.
LED cords. I mean, you can see the like cleaning bottle, but most of the stuff I'm like, okay, got to make sure it's out of camera so nobody sees like the random box of books.
That's awesome though. I know my first week being in my apartment alone, I took a nap every single day after work for 2 hours at least, because I wasn't used to having nobody around. I was like, no one can tell me no.
Yeah.
And no one can wake me up.
Exactly.
That's so
nice.
I can
wish
play
you the
video
best
games.
of naps. Exactly.
Video games till 3 a.m. Yeah.
I did play video games till like 5 a.m. And my mom's just like, whatever, she does what she can do like in her room. But now I'm just like, there's nobody in the other room.
Be as loud as you want.
Well, minus the neighbors downstairs.
That'll be all right.
Yeah, now I can yell at kids. Just cause absolute mayhem.
You're trash, kid.
You're trash. Get shit on. You're trash.
There it is.
I quote a lot of TikToks, and the one kid screaming that, I love it so much. Like I embody that when I get mad, and it's the only thing I say. I don't say anything else.
That's hilarious. I've started saying spit on just to try to not cuss as much. Yeah, so I'll just start yelling spit on, and it's kind of stuck. And at first it was kind of more of a joke, and now I just say it, and it's becoming an issue.
Say it unironically.
I've censored myself with a lot of words, and I'll do it on stream, and people are like, "Are we not supposed to?" Like cuss in here, and I'm like, no, I cuss a lot, and they're like, but you just called that person like a butternut fudge stick.
Yeah.
And they're like, I don't know if like I feel like cursing would be better. That one just cuts deep.
Yeah, that one did hurt my feelings, and it wasn't even about me.
Yeah,
so
you're like,
right?
I felt that in my soul.
You'll go to bed at night and think about that butternut fudge stick. What the hell is that? Like,
hurts my heart.
Sometimes you just gotta insult people with like the most randomest things because they think about it. Like other insults they get mad at, but if you throw something random at them, they're just like, wait.
It's deeper. They're like, what does that mean?
Should I be offended by this? And I feel kind of offended that I don't know what that means.
Yep. I've been there.
That's the best way to go about it.
Yeah.
Well,
family friendly, and it gets in their head. It's all psychological.
Exactly.
Got to get in their heads.
Live in their head rent free, baby. Right in their dome.
Right in there.
Well, I think that's all the time we've got for the guest interview. But Coffee, we really do appreciate you being on here. Is there one last thing you'd like to say to chat?
I'd say the last thing I'd say, never give up on your dreams. Keep going for it. No matter what people say, keep pushing for it. If your family doesn't back you, you got a supporter, and that's yourself.
Hey, there we go.
And me.
Stick with it. Yeah. And these two.
That's right. But not Coffee.
No, I'll still have it.
All right.
in the coffee shop.
As you guys can see along the bottom, her Twitter is Games Coffee Bean. All other socials Coffee Bean _games. Go give her a follow. She's amazing. New head of content, by the way, in Kryptic. So GG's for that. Can we get some GG's for Coffee?
Need some GG's in chat.
First ever female head of content in Kryptic. So officially announced today. Congratulations, Coffee, on that one.
Thank you.
But yeah, seriously, we appreciate you being on. And until next time, we'll talk to you later.
Thank you, Coffee.
Thank you for having me on.
Of course. All right, Cozy. It's me and you, baby.
Ooh,
me and you.
What's up?
What's up next?
Just the two of us. No. Anyway, no. Let's move on to a little bit of gaming. As far as what's going on in the gaming community, my biggest question has always been an issue with professional gamers, content creators, and everything like that. Do you think that players that play on mouse and keyboard, moving their arm, using all the keys and stuff like that, should be competing in actual tournaments with people that are controller? Do you think that they should have a mouse and keyboard tournament, or do you think that they should have both of it, how most games are?
So here's my 2 cents. Chat, please feel free to chime in. But my 2 cents, if one is so much more OP than the other, everyone would be playing that one.
Let's switch it over. Yeah,
Neither one is extremely OP. I don't see why we can't have them combined. You know, if I feel more comfortable playing on controller and I think it's the OP input, I'm going to play on controller. If I think mouse and keyboard is OP and I'm going to use that, you know? So I don't see a need to separate them. Just because I don't think either one, I think both have their pros and cons. I'm currently in the process of switching to mouse and key. And
in the process.
Yes, it's horrible. I keep being told, you know, hey, stick with it. It's going to come, but it has not yet. I'm still horrible at Call of Duty. Not that I was great beforehand, but I am way worse now, just for the record. But what do you think, my man?
I basically agree. If you don't like controller because it's overpowered, or like BJing says right here, aim assist is hacks. Switch over to controller, man. Plug it in. Like, let's go. Let's get the thumbs out here, you know. But no, I don't have an issue with them competing together. I know a lot of professional players. I mean, that's always what it is. Like, oh, this guy's on a controller. This got beamed, even though they're beaming a kid for. I mean, I play Apex, so beaming a kid for 225 from like 100 meters away because they literally have their entire arm. And
so jitter aiming on Apex, is that what you're referring to there?
There's jitter aiming, and then there's people that are really good at aiming. So, but I don't think that it's overpowered. I do understand the argument that they shouldn't be competing together. Thinking that way there's not really any complaints about it. But like if you're just casually gaming or playing ranked or something like that, you got to mix the two inputs together, just because, I mean, that definitely reduces the amount of time that you have to wait for a lobby to make up. Because, I mean, if you have to wait however long for high rank for both controller and keyboard, like think about how long that's going to be if you have to wait for somebody that's just in keyboard. You know, that's
a fair point. I hadn't, thought of that, but yeah, that is definitely a fair point. Yeah. BJinx82 says separate them. Aim assist is hacks, and I do think
know what he's talking about.
Aim assist is very helpful, but it's not. I mean, long range, I'm already frying kids with M&K, and I'm horrible. I say that not to gas myself up, but just to kind of prove long range I can shoot kids already. Close range, I don't have that aim assist, and I suck. So I would say aim assist is very good close range, but long range, I'm already frying kids way easier. And again, this is strictly my experience on Warzone. That's really all that I've been doing. So take that for what it is. But long range, I have been frying kids better than controller, and I'm not good. So that's what I've got there. That's all I have to say there. Is aim assist is very good at close range, but long range mouse and key takes the cake. That's all I know.
My biggest thing is just, I mean, if you don't like it, switch it over, switch your inputs. I mean, that's basically what it is. Whenever one input takes over the game, then that lets you know that it's overpowered. But
exactly.
if it's mixed up, if it's mixed up or like 60-40 or something like that, like then there really isn't too much of an argument. Like I understand people don't want to like bite the bullet and switch over to controller because it like goes against like their mantra or whatever. They're like, oh, I'm not going to switch over to controller. I'm not one of those guys. But yeah, if you think it's too good and you're competing for money, switch over, man. That's about it.
I think as long as we can have these debates, it's probably not an issue. Just because one's not clearly more OP than the other. I don't see any reason that we would split them up. If one is clearly OP, everyone should switch to that one. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's my 2 cents. Sounds like we're kind of on the same page. B-Jinx, get out of here. Aim assist is not hacks.
Says the two controller players
sometimes.
Over here.
Wait, listen, I'm on M&K these days.
Technically, I guess. You've been on M&K for 8 days now.
But really quickly, let's talk about the Artesian builds fiasco that's been going on. Chat, have you guys been seeing the Artesian builds mess that's been happening? They are a PR nightmare as of this last week.
I can't believe that. Like,
give me your thoughts on what went down there. How do you feel about that?
So for people that don't know what's going on, Artesian Builds is a company. They make just a bunch of gaming stuff. Like
it's custom PCs is mostly what it is.
Yeah, they make PCs, and they were doing a giveaway. I don't remember. Was it on like Twitter or was it?
They were live on Twitch. They were doing They were live on Twitch doing a giveaway for all of their affiliates. I believe.
Yeah, it was affiliates.
And they are a company that's notorious for reaching out to lots and lots and lots of content creators, which no hate to them for that. It's a decent business model if that's the way you want to take. You know, if that's the route you want to take, more power to you. But a smaller content creator that they had reached out to and started this affiliateship with won a free PC from them that they were doing live on stream.
Yeah.
Whenever her name was called, they began, they saw her follower account, belittled her follower account, saw that she hadn't streamed consistently over the last, I think it was like week or two.
Yeah.
Belittled her for that. Belittled her for not having new followers coming in, not having content being pushed out consistently, and basically took her giveaway back and said, you're not getting this PC. And so the problem I have with it, first of all, is if you're gonna go with that business model of reaching out to as many people as you can to be an affiliate, and then you run a giveaway like this, you have to understand, like, you can't, it's not cool to put down people anyways.
Yeah.
That was horrible. It made my blood boil watching the video.
I watched it as well. I was like, man, what the heck? And this is like from their official account. It's not like it's just like some random streamer that's like
their CEO.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is them as a company. Like this is the face of their company, and they're like, oh, well, you're not good enough for this, so you don't win it. Like, let's get an actual real streamer, real content creator out here to get this. And I was just like, that's not a giveaway. Like that's just not how you do it. You entered the giveaway. They met the requirements. It just didn't go to as big of a person as you wanted to. Like I'm assuming they wanted a big person to win it. Be like, oh yeah, thanks Artesian Builds.
Right.
Say to all their followers.
And that's what it amounts to.
Yeah.
The problem is they took the reach out to as many content creators as we can to be an affiliate, and in that they're gonna get small content creators, which I think is awesome, honestly.
Yeah.
But then you can't go and talk down to him like he did. And it was just straight dogging on this girl. As a small streamer, if that had happened to me and seeing it happen to her, it flipped a switch in me. Artesian Builds, as far as I'm concerned,
they're dead. They're dead to me. Rest in peace. So, rest in chaos. That's what I said.
I did see that they're looking at an employee buyout of the entire company, so the CEO will no longer be involved. But even still, I think that the company as a whole is probably, there's not a lot coming back from this. their apologies on Twitter sounded just disgustingly fake.
Yeah. Their apology was just something that like it reminded me of like the whole Travis Scott apology. Like it just kind of was.
It was like sorry, but like
just a fake ass apology just to save face, basically. It was just like, oh, I'm sorry, it won't happen again.
Yeah.
Maybe is this making you guys not mad at us anymore? But it just makes my blood boil. If that happened to me, it'd be hard for me to stream, like that first stream after I won that. It'd be hard for me to go out there and show my face again. But at the same time, that would motivate me a lot more and be like, hey, you know what? Screw these guys. I'm going to do it, or I'm going to keep streaming, and I don't care what they say. Like, I have a small following, but I mean, I'm sure that was great PR for the small streamer, for her. And I'm sure she's gotten a lot of followers and everything like that. I'm sure a lot of different companies have reached out to her trying to make it right based off of what Artesian did wrong to them.
Right.
So yeah, she definitely probably, I don't know exactly what her viewer count was beforehand or what it is now.
I don't know what her viewer count was, but I want to say, and this could be wrong, disclaimer, I want to say she was roughly at 200 followers. And now she's at like 5K. Yeah. So the community rallied around her, and I do love to see that. It's a beautiful thing to watch, the streaming community rally around someone who was so poorly treated. And that's one reason that I love being a part of Twitch and a part of just kind of a streamer community, is supporting each other. And
exactly. That's what's awesome about Twitch. You make a lot of random friends from all over the world.
Oh yeah. But next up, you want to jump into athletes being banned, whether that is gamers or true sports.
So, esports are true sports, right?
Yes.
I mean,
I apologize.
Technically, nowadays it's in the Olympics. So technically, esports are.
It's in the Olympics?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, they added. I don't remember what game. I want to say they added Counter-Strike maybe into the Olympics. I don't remember.
I have to Google that.
I was
that
talking to somebody about
sick.
it the other day. Yeah.
Segment next pod.
So, talking about banning, we're not talking about people getting banned for like aim or wall hacks or aimbot or anything like that. We're talking about people getting banned because they live in the country of Russia. So they're Russian gamers, as well as athletes, but we're going to go with the gamers first. Russian esports athletes, they are getting banned from different competitions, different events and stuff like that, just because they're Russian. And in my opinion, I think that it's rightfully so. They can't rep the country of Russia because of what they're doing politically. They're invading a small little brother country that's right next to them. They just basically want to get the band back together. Speaking about the USSR, they want to get the band back together, get all those countries back, and then basically go into world dominance. I don't know exactly what their end game goal is there. I mean, the world has basically turned on Russia. Everyone hates Putin, and that's definitely warranted. But as far as the athletes themselves, it kind of sucks for them because they are very, very talented at what they do. Whether it's like running or jumping or whatever you're doing physically, but also like mentally and everything like that for video games. You can be very talented, and this is basically like your prime, but you're getting banned because the president of your country wants to go invade a different country, and you have literally no say in it at all. Yep. So I feel really bad about that. I feel really bad for those athletes, both esports and physical athletes. But at the same time, it has to be done. You can't bring any money back home to Russia. Can't get any good publicity for Russia. And so, yeah, it sucks. I know, what's the organization? I want to say Virtus.pro. They're an organization that's based out of Russia. They got banned from the ESL Pro League, which is Counter-Strike. They got completely kicked out. They released a statement, I want to say like on Wednesday or Thursday or something. It was a couple of days ago. They released a statement. They said, basically, this is unfair. I can't believe this is happening. We have nothing to do with this. Just because we're from Russia, like you can't ban us. And I mean, they haven't retracted they haven't retracted the ban or anything like that because they only announced it here probably a week ago or so that they're banned. But I'm curious as to how far it will go. I know for at least like for other sports, like physical sports, there has been a couple different captains for countries. The World Cup is this winter. It's going to be over in Dubai, Qatar.
I don't recall.
It's in Qatar.
This is
it's in Qatar. So World Cup is this winter in December. It's in Qatar. Russia, of course, is a country, so they're going to compete. So I know Poland has come out and said, we're not going to play against Russia. We're just going to forfeit the game if they're even allowed in. They shouldn't be allowed in. If they're allowed in, we're not playing them. And we think that they should just be banned. We shouldn't have anything to do with Russia. FIFA should just kick Russia out until they decide that they're not going to be doing what they're doing anymore. I know that like Lewandowski, their captain, has said that, as well as some other people on Poland, and they have also said that there's other countries that are backing them up as well. I don't remember who it was. It was a player on Poland. He said that the world is ready to give Russia the World Cup just due to 100% forfeits. They make it through the group stages. They make it through the tournament. They win the World Cup final without playing a single game, because nobody wants to play against them, because F Russia and what they're doing. And a lot of people are agreeing with that. It would suck because we'd miss a World Cup, because World Cup every 4 years, it's the Super Bowl of soccer. I mean, it's the biggest sporting event in the world, of course. So it just, I hope that Putin, for some reason, or changes his mind as to what he's doing, or I hope that somebody goes in there and kicks his ass, makes it where he's not doing that. That way we can get these young athletes, young gamers out there again, so that they can play and express their talents when they have nothing to do with it. It sucks, but like I said, I think that it's a right call, honestly.
And like you said, my heart does go out to those athletes that are getting kind of blacklisted, I guess you could say, from competing just strictly because they are from Russia. But some things are bigger than sports and gaming, and we got to do what we think is right and support those that we think are correct in the matter. So
I agree.
It sucks, but it has to be done.
It sucks for the families in Ukraine.
Right. So I'm right there with you on that, and it's just a sad situation all around, and I'm hoping it gets resolved as quickly as possible.
War is never fun
for anybody. All right, on to the NBA.
Yeah, let's change topics from the real world to sports world.
Let's go. NBA Finals. Who's your pick to win this year?
Oh, that's a tough pick, man. I'm gonna say, to win it all, I'm gonna have to pick probably the Warriors. I don't like the Warriors. I don't dislike Steph Curry. I'm gone past it, the disliking of him.
I hate Steph Curry.
Whatever. You just hate everyone though. You hate everyone. I think the Warriors got them. They are on a huge slump right now, though. They've lost like 9 of their last 10 games or something like that. They are sucking.
Steph's been playing bad.
Yeah, I mean, Steph plays bad. The team plays bad. They also don't have Draymond, so we'll see.
Draymond's trash. Tiger says, who's in the finals? So we haven't quite made it to the playoffs yet. We're just kind of looking forward. We're making our bold predictions.
Playoffs should start. Prediction? Oh no.
You don't?
Let's hear it.
The Bulls are going to play the Grizzlies in the finals.
Bulls, Grizzlies.
Game 6. DeMar hits the game winner to win the series 4-2.
The Grizzlies, man.
And Lonzo Ball wins finals MVP.
That's this is on camera that this happened. I'm gonna come back to
clip it and ship it. It's gonna happen.
Somebody clip that, and I'm gonna use that to rub in Chad's face here and
clip it and ship it, baby. July. It's gonna happen.
No, I think it's gonna be the Warriors. Probably the Bucks. I'd like to say the Sixers. I like the Sixers. I got a Sixers jersey right there. But I like the Sixers.
I think James Harden's a great addition with Joel Embiid, by the way, just for the record.
I think so
that's
too.
Awesome. I think that's an awesome addition, and if they can stay healthy, they definitely make noise in the East.
The Sixers they've been making noise all season. Like they're 3 in the East. I want to say 2 in the East, maybe.
I can't remember exactly now, but yes.
But
they are very good.
The Sixers just have a very notorious history of doing very well in the regular season and just absolutely choking in the playoffs, whether it's first or second round. Like they don't make it to the conference finals, and they don't make it to the finals. I don't know the last time they made it to the finals. Probably, maybe like early 2000s, maybe late 90s or something like that. But I'd like to see the Sixers go just because the boy Shake Milton represent hometown.
True facts. Shout out Shake.
Shout out Shake.
Went to high school. I went to elementary school with that dude. Man's a baller. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I'd like to see that for him, of course. Represent Owasso, but we'll see.
We'll see.
I think it's gonna be the Bucks Warriors. Warriors win it all. Steph Curry, Finals MVP.
Boo.
Hey, I called Steph Curry winning All-Star Game MVP. I'm just saying.
Boo.
Hey, I got the Midas touch, man. I got the Midas touch.
Boo.
Everything I touch turns to gold.
Anyways, March Madness. My favorite time of the year, disclaimer, March Madness is the single greatest sports tournament ever, and I love soccer. I love Champions League. Not that it's a tournament, it's a league, but I love Champions League. I love the World Cup, but March Madness is amazing.
March Madness is the best tournament of all
electric.
Sports.
Absolutely electric.
Yeah. I love the way the Champions League is set up. That's fun to watch. Definitely my second favorite would probably be hockey. I like the way the hockey playoffs are set up. But March Madness takes the cake easily. And to that, I say, rock, shock, Jayhawk. Go and KU.
Sorry. My bad.
I mean, you are a fan of OU. So
Champions League is the tourney. All right, it's on me.
It is.
I love Champions League, though.
Champions League is fun to watch. I love Champions League as well.
But March Madness is electric. It's better. I'm sorry. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. But March Madness is beautiful. It is poetry on a basketball court.
It is. Absolute freaking madness. It's called March Madness for a reason. It's absolute madness. A 16 seed beats a 1 seed a couple of years ago. Nobody predicted it. It was awesome.
I lost my mind.
It was awesome.
That being said,
yeah,
I've got Auburn's looked really good. Baylor's looked really good.
KU's better than Baylor for sure. I think they beat him twice this year.
No, get out of here. Get out. Shooey. Yuck. They didn't beat him twice. I think it was just once. I think they split.
Yeah, they split.
Just to be fair.
They just lost like last weekend, I want to say.
Mm-hmm. I think I got to go with Auburn, man. Auburn's looked really good. They've been top all year. I do hate Gonzaga. Let's just put that out there.
I agree.
As I do with most teams, or most people. Just hate them. I hate Gonzaga.
You hate everything, bro.
I know.
You hate everything.
But I do like Baylor, and I like Auburn, and I don't think my Sooners are going to sneak in, and that just makes me sad. But
I think the Sooners make it, but I think that they're a first round exit.
If they do make it, I agree. I don't think they'll make it. I think they're an NIT team. That's it.
Rest in peace.
But hey, speaking of Cinderella teams, though, teams that shouldn't make it,
that shouldn't make it, like last year's ORU. Like, oh my goodness, that was awesome. Living here in Tulsa, like watching ORU, like I work like maybe a mile away from the campus of ORU. It was awesome watching them get on the map and everything like that.
It's true. Max Asmus is a dog.
I'm saying, if I want to pick a sleeper that's actually going to make the tournament, give me UNLV, bro. University of Las Vegas. They're going.
No.
Yes.
Listen now. Listen.
I'm listening.
Sister Jean is back in the dance. Loyola Chicago and Sister Jean are going to the Elite Eight.
Is she alive?
She is. And well. Still wearing her scarf.
Let's go.
Still wheeling around.
Let's go, Sister Jean. Yeah. Okay.
I love Sister Jean. I love Loyola Chicago.
Loyola Chicago is a 12 seed. They beat the 5 seed. Then they go and make it to the.
Beat the 4
saying
seed.
Elite.
They're making it to the Elite Eight.
I like it.
Loyola Chicago is the team.
The brackets that I make, I will put Loyola Chicago in the Elite Eight, and then as well as UNLV.
Yep.
UNLV and Loyola Chicago are going to go head to head, and we're going to see who's gonna make it.
Whose Cinderella is better? That's all I'm saying. Just
more glass slippers.
Listen, Sister Jean cannot be beat in March. Say it with me. Sister Jean cannot be beat in March. Sister Jean cannot be beat in March.
Get out of here.
I love Loyola Chicago. They're going to the Elite Eight.
I love it. I love the passion. I might just have to buy you a Loyola Chicago jersey. No. Better. I will get you a fat head of Sister Jean.
God bless. Please, if you do, it's going right here.
It's in the mail. Already ordered it.
Sorry, Thunder. You're down. Sister Jean, right here.
Rest in peace, Thunder. It's all Sister Jean.
It's
Jean time, baby.
Sister Jean, and I was about to cry. I love Sister Jean. Anyone who doesn't know Sister Jean, she's like, just look up Sister Jean Loyola Chicago. She's the best ever. I love her.
She's awesome. Very
But last but most certainly not least, you see that ticker on the bottom? You see that banner?
I wish that we had that sound effect. The budget doesn't count.
Not yet. So
just imagine me as like the air horn. Sound off.
All right. Actually, I'm gonna go with mine first. Mine doesn't require a lot of back and forth. Mine is just strictly an unpopular opinion.
Okay.
Energy drinks over coffee. Coffee is the worst thing on this earth. Coffee's horrible. Coffee's disgusting. And I'm sorry, Coffee. I know we just had you on here. If you're in chat,
exactly, bro. We just had you on here. Coffee's the worst.
Coffee is gross. Energy drinks are the wave. More caffeine, better taste. I drink less of it, and I can drink more water because I don't have to sit and drink coffee all day long. That's all I have to say. I don't care what you think, because it's the truth.
That's not true. Coffee is good. You're just not making it right. You're putting either too little cream or too much cream in there. You're not putting like little caramel or a little bit of chocolate or bullshitting around with it. I don't know. You can have some fun. I mean, kind of sprinkle some stuff in there, a little cinnamon. I don't know.
So
you're just making it wrong.
Another thing, all of my energy drinks that I drink are sugar-free. As far as I know, is there a sugar-free coffee?
I couldn't tell you.
I don't think so.
I really couldn't tell you, honestly. I'm not really a coffee connoisseur. My brother worked at Starbucks for like a couple years, and I learned nothing about coffee.
That's all I have to say. Sugar-free, better tasting. I don't have to drink as much. I can drink more water.
Coffee's good. I like coffee. It just really depends as to what I'm in the mood for. I like both of them. Either iced coffee, hot coffee, maybe an energy drink. Energy drinks just make me just like ready to go right then and there. It just makes me feel like my heart's about to explode. They're good to sip on. They're really good. But I'm not really a caffeine guy. I don't really drink a lot of caffeine. I only need caffeine.
Big caffeine guy. Love me some caffeine.
Yeah, I only need caffeine whenever I only had a couple hours of sleep or if I'm hungover or something like that. That's the only reason why I need caffeine. But other than that, I'm just I just take life by the reins, you know.
I don't know how you do it, man. Respect to you, but I have to have. I'm on Bang today. I'm a Bang guy today. Blue Raz.
The Mike Breen.
Shout out Ghost. Shout out C4. I love it all.
How much you get paid for that advertisement right there?
Hashtag not an ad. Hashtag I'm not getting paid for that. Hashtag product review. Hashtag not an ad.
Dude, what happened to your product reviews? Anyway.
Everyone quit requesting them, man. But we'll jump to yours now. Let's hear yours.
My sound off, and this is also an audience question. Anybody that's in chat wants to comment it. My question is, who's your favorite streamer and why are they your favorite streamer? You can list off a couple of them, or if you have like one definitive one. What stream do you usually hang out in the most that of anybody that you know?
So mine has switched over the years. So used to, when I first got into Twitch, I was a Nick Merckx guy. Very basic. Very basic. Just kind of, he got me into Twitch.
Exactly. Yeah.
I watched Nick a lot, especially in his Fortnite and Warzone days. Kind of towards the end of Warzone, I started getting out of Nick's stream, and now that he's in Apex, I'm almost fully out. No hate to Apex. I don't know. I've just been, and it really doesn't have anything to do with Apex. It's just I just kind of got out of Nick's stream at that point, and I've been kind of into smaller streamers recently. I would say my favorite streamer at the moment is a guy called Lens Effect. Plays Warzone and Apex. He's not extremely small. I don't know if he's a partner yet, but he's like right on kind of the line of partner and not partner.
He's getting like 60, 70 viewers usually, probably.
Yeah, he's I think recently he's been closer to 100, so he might be partner.
Good for him.
Yeah, but it's really cool to kind of see those guys that are bigger, but not quite Nick Merckx, thousands of viewers.
Not getting like tens of thousands of viewers. Like where chat's not just.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where I've been kind of hanging out recently is Lens Effect. Super awesome guy. He's just got good vibes, and is decent at the game. I wouldn't say he's cracked out of his mind, but he's definitely really good at Warzone.
Okay.
And it's just good vibes, and I just enjoy being there. He always makes it a point to say hey to everybody in chat that comes through, and I do appreciate a streamer that will look at chat and like say hey and interact with everybody, as opposed to right.
Yeah, if you're trying to make it big while streaming, wondering why your community is not growing or whatever, look at chat, man. Look at chat like if you're playing like a intense fighting game or something like that, if you're not in the thick of it, like just be checking chat every couple seconds or like once a minute or so, just like, oh hey, somebody's in here, hey, what's up, man, how you doing, blah blah blah. Because if you're not talking to chat, what's the point of them being there? And vice versa, if you're streaming and nobody's chatting, like what's the point of them being there? It's kind of like it's a symbiotic relationship. So it's always nice. I always like streamers that check chat, like you're able to talk to them, ask them random questions about like, hey, how are you so good? You got any tips? Or hey, what color's your underwear right now, or something like that.
Yeah,
you can ask a bunch of random stuff.
And that's something that's cool about Lens. Whenever I was making a switch over to mouse and key, I kind of asked him like, hey, you got a video out on your keybinds or anything? Because he's obviously pretty good. And he pointed me to a YouTube video that he had made like a week before of his keybinds. It was like a match made in heaven. I was like, cool. I watched it. And now my keybinds are the same as his. So he's a really cool guy. Definitely makes it a point to interact with his chat, which I do love. And that's where I'm at now. Will it change next week? Maybe. But yeah, as of the last couple weeks, I've been in Lens Effect's chat. Is this user Lens Effect? Yes. This is his username on Twitch. Lens Effect. They're right there in the quotations. If you guys want to look him up, he's awesome.
So
really awesome
my favorite streamer, I have two of them. I probably should have told him to stop by in here when I was going to shout them out, but I did not because I dropped the ball there. But one of them, he's currently streaming right now. His name's Reptar. He streams Apex. He's a professional player for Complexity. Reptar, just like Rugrats, like the dinosaur from Rugrats, Reptar. He's a professional gamer for Complexity for Apex. I really like him because his community is freaking awesome. Their community is super nice. I go in there, and I think when I first got into him, I think I was talking about something that was going on. I was like, hey, I'm thinking about streaming or something like that. Something was going on in my life. And then I came back into his chat, and then I just said, hey, what's up, guys? As I always do. And somebody messaged or tagged me and was like, hey, how's your streaming going? Or something like that. And
nice.
I was like, what the heck? Like, this is a completely random guy. That. Yeah, somebody remembered me. So I know probably dozens of people out of that chat. I've played video games with them a decent amount. Some of them stream, some of them don't. I always hop in their streams. They hop in my stream. So it's really nice. We always scratch each other's backs. So a huge community is a big thing, or a good community is a big thing for me, at least to come back to a streamer. Whether if he's checking chat, that's awesome. But if his community's kind of toxic or whatever, then agreed. I don't really want to be there. But that's one of them. Another one is her name is Flyedo. She is kind of a smaller streamer. She probably gets anywhere between 20 to 40 viewers, I would say, on average. It kind of just fluctuates. I've seen her with over 100 before, but I've also seen her only with like 10. So it can fluctuate. Okay. Very nice girl, like one of the most genuine people that you can meet. She's rated me a couple times with her fat viewership, which is awesome. But she's very nice, very helpful. Like you can ask her any question, she'll answer it to the best of her ability, whether it's about personal life or if it's about gaming or about whatever it is. She'll answer your question all the time. And as well as her community is awesome. She's always looking out to help other people. Like multiple times, if she is about to end her stream, she's like, hey, who do you guys want to raid? She doesn't have like you know how channel point thing is, like you can save up channel points to like guide the raid or whatever in a lot of channels. She doesn't have that. She's like, yeah, I don't have that. Just tell me if you want me to raid somebody, then I'll go raid them. Like that's basically it. I've gotten her to raid a handful of my friends. She hasn't gotten off whenever you're live, otherwise I would have had her raid you at some point. But yeah, she really doesn't mind. She knows all about the grind of being a small streamer. And like I said, she's a very nice, just a very genuine person. She cares about mental health. She cares. I mean, she's just a very nice person. That's why I like her a lot. Yeah.
And that kind of goes hand in hand. So Lens, it sounds like she's kind of maybe slightly smaller than Lens, but Lens is also in that same kind of category where he's still small enough to where he understands what it's like being small. And so like he goes out of his way. I've been watching his stream for 3 weeks now, probably. And at least 3 times he's gone out of his way to raid someone who's not even an affiliate yet. Yeah. And lets his community kind of try to push them to be an affiliate, which I think is really cool. It's a really cool thing to do. I remember trying to reach affiliate and not having any idea how to get there. And so it's just really cool to see even people smaller than me, which I'm not a very big streamer, even people smaller than me getting that kind of genuine reaction out of them whenever they get a raid of 100 people, get a raid of 80 people.
That reminds me.
I wouldn't even know what to do.
I was streaming, I want to say on Monday. It was my Music Monday segment, and I was just playing like Fall Guys afterwards. So I was just chilling out. I've been streaming for about 4.5 hours. It was probably like 2 a.m. or so, and I needed to work the next day. So I was hopping off. I was looking for somebody to raid. And then like literally I'm like typing in a name to raid somebody, and some random name, first time chatter comes up. He says, hey, you raiding? I'm like, yeah, man, I got to go to bed. I got to work tomorrow. He's like, okay, that's fine. He dropped me a follow and everything. I followed him back, and I looked at his next view or his next stream. Dude, this guy was sitting at like 75 viewers. I was like, wow. I was like, man. And I was like, hey, man, how'd you find my stream? He's like, oh, yeah, I was just looking through a bunch of random channels, just looking to see if I could find somebody to raid because I was hopping on.
That's so cool.
I was like, I just gave up a 75-person raid because I needed to go to sleep and be a functional adult and go to work the next day. I was so upset.
Work's always getting in the way, man.
Alright, jeez. I found that out like the next night. I was just like, mother trucker, dude. Like, man.
That's hilarious.
So hopefully he comes back to my channel. Hopefully, I don't know. I feel like that was like a once a year type of thing.
Might have fumbled the bag, my man.
I was so sad about it, man. I was so sad about it.
Well,
but Tiger says his favorite streamer is Cons. I don't know how to pronounce that.
I'm wondering if he was trying to spell my name, not to sound conceited. It's I think that
Tiger also types like he's having a stroke sometimes.
That's why I didn't pull it up, because I didn't want to I wasn't sure, man. But anyways, Tiger, I do appreciate you. Tiger's a regular in my stream.
We love Tiger. We love Tiger around these parts.
I think he's a regular in Colt stream as well. He did mean Chaz. Hey, Tiger, I do love you, bro. I do, from the bottom of my heart. And anyone else who tunes in, anyone who tunes into the podcast, I love you guys. I think that's going to do it for today's episode of GG's in Chat podcast. I am Chaz Burke, twitch.tv/ChazBurke. Come by and hang out.
I'm also Cozy Colt, twitch.tv/CozyColt45. Make sure you have the 45, because I'm the 45th one. But yeah, thanks everyone for stopping in here. Are we going to look for somebody to raid?
I think we shall.
Does anybody have any preferences on games or anything like that?
Someone tell me what game we're raiding into real quick. Tiger, I do see your message. Much love, my man, and I'll be looking for the news.
He's pregnant. I'm telling you.
I don't think that's it.
Pregnant like a seahorse.
Oh, Cozy KT says,
GG.
All right, we're going to go Yoshi Plays. Let's see.
Yoshi Plays. Playing Apex? Okay.
Playing Apex right now. Gotcha.
But yeah, next episode, 2 weeks from today. That would be the 20th of March, 4:30 Central Time, wherever you're at. Just add or subtract hours from there. Over across the pond, that's probably about 10:30 for you guys. So yeah, stop by in here. Thanks everyone for hanging out here.
2 weeks from today, this channel. Catch me Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights, 5:30 Central Time. Wednesdays we start at 7:30. I apologize, 7:30 Central Time.
For some
5:30
Day
on Monday
Fortnite.
and Thursday. But yeah, hey, twitch.tv/Chasberg. Can't say it enough. I appreciate you guys, and I'm ready to start the raid if our person is here. Let me share the screen real quick to
make sure that it's a legit person.
I forgot to share the audio, but this is Yoshi Plays. If we can start that raid, let's get it going. Yup. Cool. That's it.
Yep.
I don't know if we have anyone here.
We got 51 viewers. You're about to get 11 more. Love that. Do we have anybody here? I haven't even checked to see.
That's what I'm looking for.
Do we have any mods?
Taster.
We don't have the power here.
We don't have the power. But I'm kind of rating him like this. I'm letting you guys watch.
We're watching without audio. Just looking at chat.
Here. Let me reshare. Share with audio.
Get me at it. As soon as you get me at it, bro, I'll accept the offer request, man. After this match. But I haven't
until we get a mod in here.
The only mod we're gonna watch is Jason. So
that's literally my gears, bro. Legitimate.
So, how's the family?
I spent the last 2 days moving my grandparents into their new house, and let me tell you, I'm extremely sore. Extremely sore. I need to get back in the gym. I haven't been in the gym in so long, man.
See, I have not been to the gym since, like, I guess I went after the pandemic, but I have not been really consistently since pre-pandemic.
Yeah, I got very consistent mid-pandemic. We're singing Jebaited, bro. Don't question it.
Your name is Ash.
I love it.
Don't question it. He's really funny. I love it.
Jaster might have passed out on us.
It looks like he might have.
I mean, it's 11:30 his time.
Whatever tells you, we'll get back in.
Goodness. Yep.
Well,
that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate.
Everybody go over to Yoshi Plays right here. 2 I's, 2 S's. Yoshi Plays. It looks like we're not going to be able to get the raid off tonight. I apologize.
Sorry to Yoshi Plays. The thought was there, but
I'm going to go give him a follow, and I'm going to watch him for a bit. I appreciate B-Jinx. I appreciate your recommendation. And until next time, guys.
I'll catch you guys in 2 weeks.
GG's in chat is out.
Bye, guys.